That is, it builds up the child in a way that the child is able to develop essential physical skills that will be useful later in the future. Next on youth empowerment skills is intellectual skills. Intellectual skills are skills that require unique cognitive activities or involves manipulating cognitive symbols as opposed to simply retrieving previously learned information. Developing intellectual skills begins at the birth and learned, and hopefully it continues for life, with learning as the principal aim at every age. Parents who regularly engage their babies and young ones in reading, playing, singing, are building a foundation that the babies can flourish on intellectually. This simply means that as parents, we should develop our children right from their baby stage intellectual skills in form of singing, playing, reading to them, and even letting them read for themselves. This develops their intellectual skills. Importance and benefits of intellectual skills. 1. It helps to analyze issues properly. An individual with an effective intellectual skill will be able to analyze situations properly, will be able to analyze matters in an appropriate manner. 2. It enables people to restructure their thinking, thereby decreasing the risk of adopting false beliefs and acting on those false beliefs. This means an individual with intellectual skills would think rationally. There is a way that the intellectual skill refurbishes and restructures the notion, opinions, point of view, and thinking of people, thereby differentiating false beliefs and even not allowing these individuals to go in line with the false beliefs. 3. It helps to evaluate problems and also to weigh out different options or ways to solve the problems. This simply means an individual with good and great intellectual skills will be able to evaluate a problem and check for diverse solutions to the problem, and at the end of the day will choose the most appropriate solution that can go in line to solve the problem at hand. 4. Intellectual skill helps one to explain issues, matters in a proper and comprehensible way that people will understand at once. This means an individual that possesses intellectual skills will be able to explain issues, will be able to give details of matters in a very comprehensible way that even others that hears or even reads of these explanations will be able to understand at once. Still on youth empowerment skills, the next in line is communication skills. These are skills that facilitate people to communicate effectively with one another. Effectual communication engages the choice of the best communication channel, the technical know-how to use the channel, the presentation of the information to the targeted audience, and the skill to understand the response of others to the information. This simply means that an individual with a good communication skills will be able to send information to others, and the audience in which the information is meant for will understand what has been sent to them. And also this individual will be able to understand and decode the response of the others to the information whether positively or negatively. It should be noted that this individual also must know the technical know-how to use the information channel very effectively. Importance and benefits of intellectual skills. 1. It helps to analyze issues properly. Another thing is important for health and care providers. Communication skills is important for healthcare providers. A good healthcare provider who is able to put patients at ease with a few gestures or comforting words will go a long way to help the patients. In a doctor-patient relationship, the patient might feel neglected or ignored if the doctor is not good at communicating. The patient might also not be able to communicate his health issues with the doctor, with the thought that the doctor might shut him up. This means, as caregivers and medical care providers, we are to possess a great level of communicating skills so as to help enhance our work and also to put the patient's mind at ease. Invaluable to salesman person. A salesperson is entrusted with the task of convincing prospective buyers by giving several reasons why the person should invest in the product. This should be achieved by assessing the needs of the buyer and suggesting a product that would meet the buyer's requirements. As a salesperson, communication skills is very beneficial and invaluable to us. For a buyer to be truthfully convinced about a product or a service, then a salesperson must be of good communication skills. The salesperson must assess the need of the prospective buyer and also diagnose or prescribe the service or the product that would go in line with the need of the buyer in a very convincing manner. And this is why salespersons need good communicating skills. Still on communicating skills, number 3 of the benefits. It is a must for teachers. A facilitator must be possessed with good communicating skills so as to influence and inspire students to participate and learn in class. Without effective communicating skills, the goals of learning will not be realized. This simply connotes that, as a teacher, communicating skills is very important and crucial for us. Teachers should be able to convey their message to the students in a very convincing manner so that the students will understand. Teachers also need to carry along the students in class, and this is also an effect of communicating skills. When a teacher lacks communicating skills, then the effects of learning would not take place. The goals of learning would not be realized, thereby making the class one with unrealized learning goals. Number 4, the use of sign language. Some other important modes of communication are the use of sign language and the sense of touch to feel and express, which, if effective, has accomplished the aim of communication. There are some individuals that do not understand or cannot probably hear what others are saying. But the use of sign language would express the feelings, the information, and the opinions of others to them. Some, the use of touch as a form of sign language would make them get the information being passed across. 5. Importance of written communication. Authors have been able to capture readers with fascinating words woven together that turn to exciting piece of information. Little wonder how pamphlets, a poster, billboard, conveying a simple, well-written message manages to catch the attention of passers-by. This implies that when an author writes well and writes effectively and passes across his message in a very effective manner, then it is easy for those that come in contact with this piece of information to understand and get where the author is driving at. This actually helps. And for example, a pamphlet or a billboard or even just a poster displaying something, when the information on these pieces are well written and woven together, it attracts the passers-by to want to know what is actually written on these pieces of papers.